Hey, welcome back to Initial Speed. Today, struts and shocks on a 2012 VW Jetta. Come along, let's get this done. And don't forget, we can see you. Like, please, subscribe, please, and comment. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps us out, helps out the small channels quite a bit. So, go ahead. I dare ya, do it. Alright, so they needed the outer diameter of the shock body, which I've provided them. Now it's time to go get the parts. If the Jetta's up on blocks, what are we taking?
What are we driving?
Oh yeah. Let's go for a drive. The rears. And the fronts. Let's get back home. Alright, and we made it back. So, what I did is remove the rubber trim that goes along the edge here. Lift up on that. Spray those nuts, or those bolts. Spray that nut. Both sides, or you can remove the wiper arms. I opted not to. I think I should be able to get in there without. Then, the end link, you gotta pull that nut, remove all of these little pieces off of the housing, that way, and this, that way you can hammer on this to get it loose. You gotta pull that, and I believe that comes out. I don't think we have to pull the center bolt. I think we can make do without. At least that's for the front. Maybe I'll make this a two-part video. That way, if you're looking for just the fronts, you can just work on the fronts, and then when you need to do the backs, there's another video for the back. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Make it a little easier for you guys. So if you haven't figured it out yet, you've got to jack up the car, take the wheels off. All right, I'm going to remove the end link from the body of the shock. Yeah, from the body of the shock. I guess I could remove these while you watch. Remove the sensor, remove this clip that holds the brake line. Alright, I may have to remove the bracket. This clip is not wanting to play ball right after I start this one. So this is one of those cases where today is Wednesday. We have to leave at the end of the week to go somewhere. And I managed to break the bolt. I'll let you see in a second, but no matter how much penetrating fluid I had put on there, still this would not have ended well. I didn't get it on video, sorry guys, but I'm gonna have to find a shop that can take it and do it fast. You have no idea how frustrated and mad I am, but that's part of the game, I suppose. So I got the sway bar end link bolt to spin, but inside seems as though it's hollow. It's ripping out. Oh crap! Look at this. Spring's broken. Beautiful. There's the bolt that I broke. And I don't have the tools to pull it out, so... Yep, off to something else. We got stopped with the front, which I'll have to find a shop to do. Again, I don't have the tools, nor the time. So we will get the backs done. Don't watch that, as we used to say back in the day. Alright, let's get this wheel off. You've got to do as they say, pivot, or like Ross would say, pivot. You don't know the reference? Go check Friends out. Good TV show. Alright, I'll get you in here. So this is the back. So we've got that bolt to pull there. I have this bolt to pull. And then two little bolts up here. You're not going to be able to see. Oh, you can kind of see it. There's one there and there's one in this corner. So just 3 bolts. But, you know, you say just 3, but yeah, the problem's always there. The chance of the problem is always there. And then remove this spring, put in our lowering springs. Yes, that's right. She's going to go a little bit lower. Are you happy, Omar? Spring compressor time. One thing after another. The impact tool is too big to get in here. Ooh, the socket might be as well. Okay, let's try this. This is the long, slow way. So I want to compress this spring so I can get the bolt out that holds the shock. Bolt is out. So now this just needs to be... So the bottom of the shock is free. Now get those bolts at the top. Do the same to the other side because I am changing out the springs for lowering springs too. There's the shock. See, it was leaking. Should not be able to compress that easily. See how slow it's going back up? Finito. Here's the new one. Now we got to take the top off and transfer it. So you've got to hold the top here and spin the nut off. I wonder if the impact will take it off. I'll let you know. Funky butt loving. Time for this one. My thumb is throbbing. Let's go get the new springs. So now the rear end has no suspension. Shock is taken out, and so is the spring. And this is what we're going with. Because the spring is shorter, because they're lower springs, the springs are shorter. Now it is going to be floppy because you still have to get the shock in here. Now let's get the other side just like this, and then we can button everything up. The hard part is you've got to do both sides at the same time, because if you do one side, you have to fight against the other side to get everything lined up. So you've got to drop the whole rear, get those springs out, get those shocks out, shocks back in, and then get the springs in, jack up on the jack to hold everything in place, put the bolts in for the shock, the bottom ones, and Bob's your uncle. Still annoyed. Gotta do the fronts. Doing this by yourself is not easy. I've got to line up the other side, come back and line up this side, then use the jack to try to get everything in place. 4 things need to be in place. The bottom housing, so the bolt can go through it on both sides, and then the springs on both sides. 3 people would be ideal. So I have the spring in. I'm going to try get the other side, and then I'll compress, and then try to get this bolt through. Give me a sec. There we go. You ever have one of those days where nothing seems to go right? Tightening up the bolt that you just saw on the other side, I broke it. Yeah. So the front is not done, and now half of the rear is done. It's either laugh or cry, right? So I was able to get the hardware for the back. So the back is done. Well, wheels need to go on and the car needs to be put back on the ground. But we still have the front to deal with. So I guess tomorrow morning I will look at trying to drill it out. I don't think the drill can really fit in there. I need some real tools. Again, don't forget to comment, subscribe, like. It helps us small channels out. Then we can level up our tools and level up our space to work in. Okay. Well, brought it down a little bit. But it still has yet to settle, right? So, we'll see what happens when it does settle. Now I gotta go figure out the fronts. Doing this beside...